Ahoy! We have another hotfix following the one yesterday that fixed a bunch of progression issues. We now have one that specifically targets the thing. That was the biggest issue for many players. On one hand, main story quests that still became stuck, and on the other hand, the faction advancements. However, not all good news here. Syndicate and Covenant are getting their advancement fixed, so that progression should be working as intended. Marauder NPCs will be addressed in an upcoming patch. Fun! Fun for any Marauder player right there. Of course, they want this fixed just as much as we do, and I can see why this one is more complicated to fix with the NPC starting in Everfall. But at the same time, it's very frustrating when two factions are getting their fix and one is left out. Everyone else is getting the progression through the chromatic seals and one group is not. Maybe they should do some temporary pathway towards chromatic seal until that's fixed, or at least maybe give the players that are unable to claim them for that long some form of compensation. You can't get any faction tokens either, there's less incentive to participate in open world PvP. There's a lot that's attached to this, so once again, I really hope they get this sorted for everyone as quickly as possible, especially with how often Marauders are kind of left in the dust anyways. When it comes to faction missions, the placement is abysmal on all the new quests as it was on the old ones, so you have the worst faction missions if you're in Marauder in terms of placement. Missing out on some other very cool new stuff like the glass shields as well, which are exclusive to Covenant. And even though this bug itself is obviously not a good indicator of that, because that's probably not something they are intentionally leaving out, it does sometimes feel like there is a significant bias against Marauders when it comes to any design choices and development choices. They're kind of like the black sheep, and I really don't know why. There's also some quest fixes for tracking the herd and firing back, so you should be able to complete those properly, and they shouldn't be blocked off by tents either. The Season Pass UI supposedly became unresponsive if the player didn't have any Azoth currency. I had plenty of Azoth currency and my UI still became unresponsive, so hopefully this fix will affect both of those things and not just that one case. The Soul Trial Beyond the Gates is supposedly fixed as well, and Montrapala the Unruled, who is dropping the Rapier artifact, should now be spawning properly as well. We'll see after the patch if that's the case. Some other players' mounts also didn't have animations while moving, so overall, a bunch of fixes here. Let's see how it goes. Once we hear anything new, I will of course let you know, so consider subscribing and clicking the bell if you want to get notified. And thanks to my patrons for supporting this video. Thank you for watching. Duke Sloth, out.